Welcome back, everyone. Before we dive into this wild tale, tell me, are HOA horror stories a universal truth where you live? And just out of curiosity, what country and city are you watching from? Drop it in the comments. The letter arrived crisp, official, and utterly infuriating. Violation notice, the heading screamed, citing defacing common area property. The common area? The sidewalk in front of my own home, where my two daughters had spent a joyful Saturday afternoon drawing a sprawling, sun-bleached chalk rainbow. The fine, $100 per day until the nuisance was eradicated. Mr. Peterson, the HOA president, a man whose soul seemed to be composed entirely of beige paint swatches and punitive bylaws, lived directly across the street and had clearly lodged the complaint himself. I scrubbed the chalk off the next morning, but the daily fines kept coming. Peterson argued that the sidewalk was still discolored by the ghost of the chalk and demanded professional power washing, a $500 expense. My bank account was hemorrhaging, and my children were crushed, feeling guilty for their simple act of creation. My blood boiling, I decided to fight fire with fine art. I spent a week tracking down Rush, a local street artist famed for his hyperrealistic, often controversial, temporary installations. He only worked in water-soluble mediums, and he was expensive, but the look on Peterson's face would be priceless. I commissioned a piece. That Friday, under the cover of a dense, protective fog, Rush spent hours working. The next morning, the HOA's carefully manicured corner lot was dominated by a colossal, breathtaking work of art, a near photorealistic portrait of Mr. Peterson himself. The detail was incredible. Every wrinkle, every judgmental glint in his eye, perfectly captured. It was an undeniable masterpiece, a clear statement. The phone call started immediately, the threats of litigation. Peterson demanded its immediate removal. "It's degrading," he shrieked. But I had read the bylaws. The rule explicitly banned graffiti, spray paint, and permanent markings. I replied calmly, "It's chalk, sir. Water-soluble, just like my kids' art. It'll wash away with the next heavy rain, exactly according to your rules. It is, however, an original work of art, protected expression, and I have paid the artist." Peterson hung up, defeated, the daily fines ceasing instantly. The final twist. A week later, Rush called me to apologize. "I made a mistake on the color," he said. "The gray I used for his suit wasn't my usual blend." I didn't understand until I saw Peterson scrubbing furiously with a hose, realizing that the chalk Rush had used for that suit was not chalk at all, but a specialized, water-resistant, ultra-pigmented dye. The $100 per day fine stopped, but the portrait of Mr. Peterson, perfectly rendered in his judgmental pose, was never truly going away. It was now a permanent, albeit faded, fixture on the asphalt, subtly mocking him every single day. You must watch the tag video below to see Rush's other work. If you enjoyed this revenge story, please hit that subscribe button for more HOA justice, and give this video a like.